I'm ready. Hello everyone, it is me, Pui.
I'm sorry, but you were just like... blah, 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 blah.
Hello everyone, it is me, Pui. I'm in yet another random room of another random house, and I'm here today to talk about Card of Safe Return. The once broken continuous spell card in GOAT format was actually not broken at all. Many people who have tried to build with it, especially zombie players, have found it to be a bit of a noob trap. Looking at the card, you see, on its surface, that drawing a card every time you revive a creature from the graveyard should be very easy, only there's a very limited number of revivals in GOAT format. So, even when you're playing zombies and have 3 copies of Book of Moon, you only have a copy. Even when you're playing zombies with the full 3 Book of Life, you only really have a total of 5 cards that revive with Spell and Traps, plus Vampire Lord and maybe one other card we'll talk about later. Overall, it's very hard to trigger the card, and it at best usually just replaces itself and nothing more. So how would you possibly make this card work? You'd need more revivals. But where can you find more revivals? I'm not quite sure. In the meantime, I can show you that I got 2 sharks. We have Henry and Henrietta. That's 2 types of shark. 2 shark types. 2 shark types. 2 shark types. 2 archetypes. 2 archetypes. There we go. Let's talk about Gravekeepers, huh? They have Rite of Spirit, they have Gravekeeper's Chief, those both revive. Now we got up to an extra 4 to 6 revivals in our deck. And now we have today's deck, which is Card of Safe Return, Gravekeeper Zombie Beatdown. Let's check it out. But first, let me remind you about the 400 subscriber giveaway still going on. All you need to do is be subscribed and comment on any video, including this one, for a chance to win a Legacy of Darkness Secret Rare Injection Fairy Lily. So if you're not subscribed already, what are you doing? Now, without further ado, let's get to the video. Our Safe Return deck, named after the famous Card of Safe Return. When a monster is present from the graveyard, we draw a card. Now, unlike other decks that have attempted to use Safe Return, we have 10 potential revivals in this deck. So we have 3 Rite of Spirit to go with, 3 Gravekeeper Spy, and a Gravekeeper's Guard, and also 1 Gravekeeper's Chief, making 4 revivals. We also have Call of the Haunted as 5, Premature as 6, Book of Life as 7 and 8, we have Vampire Lord as 9, and Twin-Headed Behemoth. That's right, we're playing Twin-Headed Behemoth as number 10. That is 1 in 4 cards in this deck can potentially revive itself or another monster, drawing us a card off Card of Safe Return. If we have 2 Card of Safe Return, that's a Pot of Greed. If we have 3 Card of Safe Return, that's just a hand refill, basically. Not likely that's going to happen, but it's possible. The plan here, however, is that Gravekeepers and Zombies actually have a surprisingly good synergy, which I'd mainly say is built around the fact that Spy and Pyramid Turtle both play very similar roles, but in a way that suit each other and not step on each other's toes. So both of these monsters are pretty good at staying on the field for a turn cycle and resulting in a clogged up board that usually advantages you. So obviously Gravekeeper Spy is going to make another copy of itself, Pyramid Turtle can make another copy of itself, or Spirit Reaper, which stays on the board, or of course Cocky and Vampire Lord. The Spies, of course, when they survive, can then be tribute summoned into Cocky or Vampire Lord, or into Gravekeeper's Chief, getting back the Spy, which is a pure +1 on its own, or with Card of Safe Return, it can be a +2. That's not correct math, it's not a plus. You get the point. It's card advantage. Card advantage is good. We're going to put a lot of bodies on the board pretty quickly. We're going to draw an alarming amount of cards. We can try to beat down. We are not playing Torrential in our Trap Trinity because this deck is very much about monster presence on the board. We don't want to disrupt that for ourselves. We're also playing a Brain Control because we are in fact playing 4 tributes, the 4th of which is 1 copy of Zaborg. This is my big adaptation, I'd say, out of a couple of other balancing and quantity things that I decided to change. I decided to add 1 Zaborg in addition to the Nox just to make sure that we have a better answer for Turbo. As the last time this deck saw the light of day, Chaos Turbo barely even existed. As for the side, this is where I completely revamped. We have an extra Zaborg, so against Turbo, we'll cut Lord for this. We have 2 Mobius, so against Warrior, we can cut both the Chief and the Zaborg for 2 of those. We also have a Berserk Gorilla and 3 Sakuretsu armor, as well as a Dust Tornado. So the deck sides pretty heavily for Warrior, but it's only incidentally, because these cards happen to also be quite good against Panda Burn, and the deck's already pretty good against Warrior, except for all the cards that strictly don't do anything against Warrior. So game 1, we just need to get lucky in drawing the right cards to host them, and game 2, we just really close it up for sure. Speaking of Panda, though, we have the 2 Mobius, 3 Mean Walk, because we revive so often that it's really just not a problem to sacrifice our giant monsters and gain life off of them non-stop. We have 1 Dust Tornado and maybe a Sakuretsu armor if we need it. We can also play the Monkey. Against Control, I am playing Lightning Vortex, also good against Reasoning Gate if that comes up, as well as a Shira Priest to get rid of goats, a Book of Moon, and also a Tribute to the Doomed. I found in my testing that monsters that are just bigger than ours very quickly actually end up being a big problem for this deck, as well as Turbo can sometimes be an issue. We don't quite have enough face down removal with just the 2 Zaborg and the 2 Noblemen, so I had a Tribute to the Doom for that dual utility. I think this deck is sweet. I think the plan is pretty straightforward, and if you are careful with how you time your revivals and your card safe returns, and you get a little bit of luck, you could really snowball things wildly out of control here with very little effort. And I think this deck is crazy, a lot of fun to play, and probably the best implementation of card safe return we have. So without further ado, let's take a look at the matches. Against Ian 96, powerful duelist, though rumor has it he does not know basic rulings. I don't remember which ruling it was, but I need to show him the law, and the law is written down on paper. Well, he's using the false laws, so I'm gonna try to cut his paper. Ooh. Well, I am out of witty quips, as if those quips were even witty, and dumb people are like rock, so rock. Fuck. Alright, good luck, Ian 96. I gotta tell you, people, I am a tired woman. Alright, we have the safe return with no revivals. This is, of course, a thing that can happen. Of course, there's duo. Well, at least we have a thing we can discard pretty comfortably here. There's our only starter, so that hurts a lot. I am going to take a risk and keep safe return, because I don't think we're doing anything without a revival. Stop setting now. Okay. Well, our duo is not even good. And it's Rite of Spirit. I actually was considering cutting down to 2 on Rite of Spirit, because it's exactly this. We just don't have a lot of Gravekeepers, and it's not like we can add more Gravekeepers, because the other Gravekeepers don't just have much of a use in this matchup, or like in this deck at all. I keep saying matchup instead of deck, but again, tired woman. I'm just gonna set 3. If that's like Charge Our Storm, that's just like, okay, fair enough. What are we gonna do? It's Deco. So we're getting turboed. Opening hand was kind of horrible. I'm still unsure about the turbo matchup with this thing. We need to know. We need to figure this out. So I guess a 1300 on that is a pretty good way. And there we go. What did I tell you? It's not gonna work, but we're gonna do it. So here we go. We're gonna go. Safe return. Activate. Time for the value train. Turn this Book of Moon into an upstart goblin. Are you going to remove my safe return? You better not. And Book of Life. Probably gonna eat a Solemn. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't Solemn this if you had the Solemn. Unless you think I have my own Solemn. But even then, I would Solemn this every day. Yep. No surprises there. Well, at least we dealt 3,500 damage with a book. We hit him with the book. We hit him with the law. Ian 96, we need to teach you the law. But you're not really listening because you're too busy beating us. That's a second Rite of Spirit with no Gravekeeper to go with it. And I am pretty sure that you have Quib or Knock. So that's really bad. Okay. That was probably the best use we were going to get out of that Rite of Spirit all game. I say that, but watch us draw Gravekeeper Spy, like literally next turn. See, the question is, are people going back to Raigeki Break on the ladder because of the just sheer density of burn? There's a lot of ways that could go. DB, what? Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Well, we have Mirror Force. We're gonna have to use it now. If opponent summons a Chaos Monster, That'll probably just be a nail in the coffin, but we're gonna Mirror Force if he summons Blade Knight and attacks. Sasuke is also going to Mirror Force, especially Sasuke, because this monster stops Spy. Although, if Spy goes to the graveyard in one copy, we get to write a spirit, but that's, you're not trying to get the card draw as an end to itself. What? Okay. So he's gonna just go for it. This is actually gonna be punished. Oh, of course. Never mind. What do I know? He's just gonna sack us. So, Warriors. Warriors don't add much to this matchup for us at all. Actually, most of our tools just kind of get rid of the Warriors inherently. The only thing in Sasuke is a little annoying, but again, we have revivals. What's really annoying is, in times like that, you kind of almost want to debate just scooping to preserve information. Because it was kind of obvious we weren't going to win with those draws, but you got to keep playing it out anyway. Just, he beat us, and he also knows plenty about what our deck's doing now. So that's annoying, but I think the name of the game is just do what our deck does, because it probably has a fine matchup here. Only question is if we want to add to Borg or Tribute, or... No, everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're just going to run it back. He got the play, he duoed us, our hand sucked. There we go. Wait a minute. No, there's another useless Rite of Spirit. Okay, we're seeing it firsthand here. Rite of Spirit number 3. Probably needs to be something else. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you see a Pot of Greed in this hand? Because I saw one already, but I think there's a second. Check this out. We're going to go Twin-Headed Behemoth. Set Ring of Destruction. 2 card of safe return. Alright? Unless, if he's a sacker and he has heavy, that's going to be unfortunate. But if not, if anything else happens here, we are going to get to revive. Yeah, that's fine. We don't care. You can take 2 of our cards. We're going to get 2 back. Bonk. And Vampire Lord is also fine to go. Because we're probably going to need Destroy a face down. Alright, buddy, you kill this behemoth, we draw 2 cards. You don't kill this behemoth, and we kill this behemoth. Okay. That's fine by us. Yeah, I'm going to ring that. Get our guy back. And a bonk and bonk. That's the beauty. Let's get this ball rolling. Oh, that's so nice. And we got the call, so we get another draw too. And we got the graceful. Okay. You know what? You get a dust shoot as a treat. Doesn't even matter. I honestly feel like you'd want that trap to be something else in this position. Yep, turtle's gone. Totally fine. Totes my goats, as the dude in the movie once said. Totes my goats format. I'm sorry for that joke. We'll hit you in the face. Don't see why we wouldn't. Alright. We're just gonna try to summon Vampire Lord with this call. Okay. That's unfortunate. But I suppose it makes sense. This guy just seems like he's very lucky. There's Zambira the frickin' dark. Zambira's so bad against zombies, which we've already seen already. It's just the truth. Just because, like, you turtle crash, so he's always gonna be small. 3, bop. What's going on here? Okay, so we don't want to stop an inopportune set with that. I don't think we need Mirror Force anymore. And I don't think we need Reaper anymore. I would venture to say you're going to summon Breaker just to destroy the set. And then, after that, when he kills this, we're going to go in with Turtle. Yeah, I don't see any reason not to just, like, pick off the card. Yeah, that is fine. We can even crash the Zambira to make sure nothing goes wrong. That seems silly. Let's make him actually attack. So that's going to be 300 and 2,000. The knock is gone, so... And there's a Solemn, so we are safe to set Pyramid Turtle and Solemn. Course. Oh my god. Why? Why? Okay. Well, I'm not really sure what else could have been done here. We could have saved Mirror Force, theoretically, but how did I know he was going to go Dust Tornado for the Solemn into Pot of Greed into... Yeah, okay. Sometimes the games are like that. On to the next. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is a treat. We are battling against the famous Lanil. If this is who I think it is, you're about to see some crazy whack stuff. I hope this is who I think it is and not the other guy. Because there's like a Lanil and a Lanil. And one of them plays like super cool beast decks, and one of them's just Chaos Turbo, and I want to die. Hand's fine. Why? Why? Why would you do that? Okay, Snatch Steal's basically just a free MST on top of a free body. So we like to see that. Yes, I think this is it. I think we're playing the sweet deck. Okay, well, I hope you have another answer to face downs. If you're gonna shell off knock. You probably do, but I'm gonna make you show it. It's the Borg. Not bad. Not the best use of a breaker, but not bad. But I think I'm gonna take that now. It's mine. Oh, where's your spell and trap removal? It's gone. Because you used it prematurely and then tributed it for a Cyborg. Going to attack. I was inclined to Prima the GK Spy and then turn it to defense next turn, but I don't see much of a use. We're just going to go Mirror Force. Heavy hurts. MST hurts less. Okay. I'm very glad I did what I did. Yo, what? Are you going to go for Balter? Okay, that's kind of sweet. I'm a fan. We're going to let this happen because we have Exiled Force and we have Prima Exiled Force. So this was not a big loss. This was now a very big loss. No, it was not. We can probably Prima, kill this, Sat Spy, and wait for something cool to come. Okay, so he's playing Chaos Control, actually. This isn't the dope deck. Very sad. Also, Terra is very sad. That's worse. That's way worse. We're gonna have to get rid of that. No draw engine, please. Okay. I see no reason not to go Hammeruno here. Maybe save the turtle for later, since the Borg is gone. But I think it most wise to go in with both spies. Bars. Yep. Okay. Yep. Why would it be anything but that? Not checking for lights and darks today because I am a tired bitch. This is Chaos Control. So we bring in this, and this, and this. This also seems quite suitable. Chief puts on pretty good offensive pressure. Vampire Lord's a little less useful, I'd say. So we'll do that. What else is there to see? I don't expect a Kree. I haven't been loving this third Rite of Spirit, so we're going to cut that. This deck will probably give card a safe return time to develop, which I'm a fan of. What else is there to see? These can answer a... This can answer a tear. Brain control seems fine. Book seems fine. These are for sure, I'd say. I do want Zaborg. Cocky, maybe? Well, you just cut Vampire Lord, which needed to be your cut for Zaborg, because you gotta go down something else. Could that something be solemn to cut down on the traps? I think so. I am playing too solemn. That is a bit of an elephant in the room. And too solemn makes more sense in, you know, Ivan Rosito theory, Chaos Turbo, where you're drawing a bunch of cards, so you're more likely to get the solemn, but you really don't want it early. The most likely thing I could do is make a third solemn via the revival for the Gravekeepers. So that's worth considering, I suppose. We're going to do this and this. Interesting things he takes. He discards. I should be trying to figure out what's going to go on based off of that a little more. That's not going to do what you thought it did. Is this Sangan? Okay, it is Sangan. Not the most relevant here. So you do get a free search, I suppose, but we have our own Zaborg. Sneck. Did we set this solemn last turn? I can't even remember. That was last game. We must know. Duos. Set solemn. Yeah, I'm in a solemn here. I am not interested in these goats. So goats really is what lets these control decks, like, control the tempo of the game. And, like, redevelop where... Oh my god. Keep bringing opponents down to 2 cards and then they find the perfect things. It's very frustrating. Anyway, it lets them, you know, find the comebacks and really control the pace of the game. And, like, redevelop and recover very easily. So you can make these massive tempo swings when you remove those cards, and most of their cards are kind of low-impact control cards. So unless they can draw exactly BLS with a Light and Dark engrave like they did last time, which I think they just did again. No? Is that another swap? Come on. Okay. Great. Unless they do exactly that, you are probably golden. This seems like a pretty good position if he doesn't draw anything too good over the next 2 turns, which he probably will again. Noticing we keep getting a lot of normal summons in our hand. Is this Balter? Is this Balter time? Oh, wait, it's Reaper on the Nightmare because I'm at 1400 life. You know what? I can respect it. It's pretty smart. No, he's going to go Balter. Yeah, you're going to regret that. You should have done Reaper. Okay, and then we will go Cocky. Since we have the book, we are actually safe to spy now versus last time where I was being stupid. Set book. We have this book. We're very good at reading, except that we're actually not good at reading because we've been walking into a lot of stuff. Okay, there's a tear. Bye-bye. That should just be it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you... Of course. Okay, well, I think it's not much of a comment on the deck. You know, if they're gonna drop BLS like that, they're gonna drop BLS like that. But clearly the deck's carrying out plan just fine. If there is a world where we got to Book of Life, we'd be able to get rid of the... No, he had 2 darks. Yep, he just had the BLS. We literally won if he had basically anything but that or Scapegoat. So, yeah, on to the next. We're playing against Westside BLS. Good luck, Westside BLS. We're picking rock. I'm getting paper vibes. We're going scissors. I've got no brain power today. Everything is doomed. All is a lie. Rock. Oh my god. Rock! Yes! And the crowd goes wild. Can you smell what the rock is cooking? I should do another video on the rock. Leave a comment if you want a video on the rock. Okay. We're on the 7-card hand plan. Incredible. Honestly, if we draw a Gravekeeper Spy, we have so much movement. We can do so many things. Or if they Donzalu Ryukaki. That'd be funny. What? Yeah, that's unironically the plan. We're just gonna discard Cocky here. Funny game. Alright, our opponent seems to be on some sort of combo deck, so we can't put our thumb up our booty forever. We're gonna go safe return. Prima on Cocky, try to draw a card. Seems like that's good. I'm beginning to notice this deck is uniquely weak to spell and trap removal in a way that very much does hurt us. And then I think I would like to summon Pyramid Turtle. Set Solemn to protect from sets. And set Rite of Spirit, because we've got Solemn to protect sets. And if they do Storm, we do lose Cocky. So yeah, actually Storm would still be good regardless. We've got Zaborg, we've got Nobleman. Setting the monsters that are coming, we're going to kill them. We have Solemn if he's doing a combo of any kind. Sure thing. Alright, we'll activate Breaker. No, no, you may not. That might have been really bad. We're going to pretend like that's another Solemn. Oh, I'm supposed to take another 100 life points. What is going on? Is this Reasoning Gate? Oh my, okay, well, this is what we get from Soloming the thing. Alright, this is just our lot. This is just me being stupid. Don't play at 4 a.m., kids. Oh. Yeah, that's just gonna be it. I don't even care what he's got in the rest of his hand. This is really bad. Okay. Does have Chaos Online. I have tried. So if he somehow doesn't kill us with his 5-card Heavy Storm Reasoning Gate waited 3 turns hand, then we're in a good position. But that is what's going to happen, because why wouldn't it be? Gotta respect this deck. I gotta say, card destruction isn't great. Although, okay, wow, actually, we live. Card destruction isn't great unless, I suppose, you're playing Jar of Greed. But, again, Mangoes Really Suck pointed out to me that basically card destruction's a -1 that like, also advantages your opponent, doesn't change your hand. If you ever use it with a low card amount, it's just, like, it feels really bad. Most of the time, this card isn't doing what you want it to do. I mean, here it didn't actually do anything. That's a little confirmation biasy, but I've had games where I was noticing exactly what it was talking about, where it just felt like a minus that you can't really afford to do because it's all a risk. And usually discarding starters for other starters, and you needed the other starters too, so you wanted to just pure card draw. And I don't have the Dust Tornadoes or anything to punish the Jar too hard, so just Jar seems like it's fine. I think no Mirror Force, but definitely Scapegoat here. I am correct. What am I talking about? I attacked 2 goats. Technically, he did that without asking me, but I think that's probably what I was going to do. We do see 1 Trunade gone and Heavy's gone, so it's possible that this Mirror Force will stick on the board. Jinzo is in Chaos Defu Zone, so there's that to consider. Cocky's also gone, so that kind of takes out a lot of the relevancy of Turtle, besides just summoning more turtles. Okay, and there's Jinzo. There's the boy. I assume this means more is coming. Can we live 1 turn? That's the question. Well, he's not going to sack us with BLS again. He's not going to sack us at all. We played this really badly. So that's just fair to say. Okay, Parshath isn't so bad. Don't love that it's another type to deal with, but we got 2 discards. If I see Chaos Monster, it's probably over. Okay? Okay. That's gonna be it. Excellent. Not bad. So, Lightning Vortex in, Ashura Priest in, Monkey in, because he puts a lot of pressure on really quickly. They have to do something fast. And most of our deck is quite good against our GT, actually. So, Lord's kind of bad. And these are bad. I think... Oh, Tribute to the Doom's also good. Rite of Spirit, less good, because our monsters aren't very relevant summons. But MST is even worse. MST kind of bad. We're going to get rid of MST. But also, Book of Moon might save our lives. It gets rid of Terror, but also just might stop an attack in a way that I don't think Rite of Spirit's going to. We're not going to play so bad this time, hopefully. Okay, we have Duo. Duo's good. Give me your cards. Okay, we're not going to eat a heavy anymore. Love that. So, given that, I'm actually just going to set everything so he doesn't try to do anything crazy. Even though none of these sets do jack. what I tells you. Okay? We are going to coax out the goats. Coax my goats. Alright, we're in a good spot now. This is very good. If you couldn't tell, discarding 3 of Reason and Gates cards is pretty good. It's not so bad. I'm gonna predict that that was, not goats, but, like, I don't want to get my cards discarded setting. Which I don't care about right now. We're gonna discard that last card. Told ya. BLS is gone. Actually, that's 2 Chaos Monsters gone and Reincarnation, so that basically cuts off an entire line of their play, and they're top decking already, so we're probably gonna just summon Cocky and hit him in the face till this is over. We did get rid of MST, not thinking Decree might be possible, so not going to sit here banking on that getting fixed. We're just gonna sweep the board. And he's done so. Great. Sometimes we get to sack. I think the plan's fine. I think we run it back. Well, actually, knowing that there's Royal Decree, I'm inclined to get rid of Mirror Force. Why for this? Why would I do it for that? No, that's silly. If he has Royal Decree, he's not answering other cards, and we're only playing 7 traps. So, we'll see. Hands... Oh, no zombie. Hands bad. We got Spy at least. Now it's better. Give me the cards. Oh, now it's pretty good. We like this. So, Graceful. We can actually... We haven't drawn a card to save for turn. That's just unfortunate. 1. I don't want to bank on using Rite of Spirit, because I think that that is probably a Decree. In fact, we have a chance to discard both our traps and just turn off the Decree entirely. And we have Snatch, and we have Brain, and we have Tribute Monsters and Tribute to the Doom. So I really like that plan. We're just going to get rid of both of our traps. We are going to set this Spy. And we are going to basically turn into Monarchs, it looks like. I think this plan's pretty good against our GT. As long as they don't kill us all in one turn, then they're basically forced to... That's an unfortunate draw. They're basically forced to put a massive amount of pressure. An OTK, basically. They have to be able to OTK us. Now that we have Spy, I feel comfortable summoning this guy in attack position. I'm assuming we have Goat's Decree set. Yep, there's Goat. What, 2? Main 2, we'll set a 3rd Spy, which makes it quite unlikely we're going to get FTK'd, or OTK'd, and then we can retaliate with Brain Control and Distribute Summon. So we can actually get rid of 2 monsters. Okay, they have a Brain Control of their own. They might just be hitting the Spies into each other. Yeah, I don't hate it. It was a pretty good Brain Control. That's a pretty good card to save for turn. No it isn't. If we only have 1 revival because we got rid of the Rite of Spirit, which I think is correct. I still think one of these is Decree. I think we are still in a position where we're not going to get FTK'd, which is still OTK, and I still can't speak if we get offensive. And I think we do want to force them to make an option. So we're going to do that. Hello, McFly. Knock, knock, McFly. Why is this the reference I've decided to go with? Please, just kill your token. This is very simple. Kill your token. Thank you. Okay, I think set safe return here. Having not shuffled hands, it looks like we just draw it, is going to coax out Decree. Or not. Maybe that tells us that he does not have Decree. Or maybe it tells us that he is the kind of person who changed Decree to a single trap. Which, in this case, is going to work fine. So we're going to get rid of the last goat. This has to get the Decree out if he has it. I have to imagine. Okay, don't think he has it anymore. Cool. Set guard's great. Is he going for an I think he's going for an OTK. I'm going to keep saying FTK. For some reason, my brain's decided that they aren't different. We're going to set guard. Guard seems like a great way to just completely repel a plan. We're also getting close to a position of maybe OTKing ourselves. Should be pretty funny. That helps with that. That helps with that completely. Although we still don't have a plan for the goats. So I'm just going to keep attacking. You're gonna have to do something eventually. And phase discard cocky. I'm probably should be a little more wary of what's going on here. Okay. We might be dead. But ring and guard are pretty good. I assume he has decree by now, though. Or a sweeper. I think in this position... Nope, that's not relevant. We are not going to ring our own spy. That's terrifying. That is either terrifying or very reassuring. Oh no, that's very bad. None of this matters. If opponent has scapegoat... Well, I actually do like this. So we're going to go this. And we are going to try to get rid of that BLS. So you cannot sork off of it. Great. That worked. So boom. Boom. Draw off safe return. There's Rite of Spirit, which is another revival with Spy. I'm now going to Heavy Storm. What you got? There's goats. There's Ring. Very cool. Yeah, works for me. Let's figure this out. So, if guard bounces a token, and brain control... Yeah, we can just kill him. So, boop. And then... boop. And then... boop. And that's game, unless you have Karibo. Yep, excellent. So yeah, Zombies, pretty good RGT matchup. Gravekeeper Spy, good against RGT. Brain Control, good against RGT, so... But yeah, on to the next. Once more round the sun we go versus I Heart Billie Eilish. Good luck, I Heart Billie Eilish. Personally, I prefer Dua Lipa more. That might be a false equivalency, but I'm not much of a pop listener, so it's rare I like someone. We're picking rock, we're losing. I'm gonna stop picking rock. It occurred to me that if I keep picking rock in YouTube videos and saying we're picking rock with brazen, just full confidence without even thinking, everyone's gonna know that I'm just a mindless rock picker who just picks rock. Billie Eilish here is going to be on Chaos Turbo. You'd think that someone who is a fan of Billie Eilish would do something more interesting, but no. I'm inclined to set Behemoth to coax out Knock before Spy, but these are not tactics we use against Turbo. So we're going to summon Behemoth, which actually has a pretty sizable body relative to the matchup. And we are going to play this little card right here, because I'm pretty sure it's good against Chaos Turbo. Yeah. So, sad to lose our Spies, but in this particular matchup, I think getting rid of theirs is much more important. We want to put the pressure on for sure. We've got Ring for anything. We've got Steel for a Chaos Monster. Only 2 Spies gone, which is not great. Although we can Ring if there's just a 3rd Spy. Ow. Ow. I want to deal you burn damage. Because we even get that guy back. Oh geez. Did he draw 4? Okay, discarding Upstart means OTK? Was that 2nd? Oh, no, it means that. Of course. We don't have much going on anymore. I mean, if you wanted to pick some cards in my deck that I would, like, want to keep no matter what, these would be them. I'd probably go with Snatch. Which maybe in Chaos Turbo is a terrible choice. Oh, we do get this back at the very least. Well, hopefully that's not a third spy. Could be Deco, could be Faith. Cool. It is Faith. We're getting snuffed. Not much to be done here. Did like setting the ring first, and I did like doing what I did with it, just because it probably would have gotten hit and over. Okay, so this is another Warrior Turbo dealio, like that other dude. Well, I guess I can't call this Warrior Turbo anymore, because everyone's playing that deck with the 5 draw ones and calling that Warrior Turbo. We're so dead. We are so dead. Yeah, I know, I've seen enough. Okay, Turbo matchup. Zaborg. Tribute. Get rid of Lord. Get rid of BrainCon. Since we're on the play, I'm going to go Dust Tornado over a third Rite of Spirit. Since reviving Gravekeeper Spy is less than relevant in this matchup, taking the play once again. What do you mean once again? You lost it last time. Well, that can remove Turbo's things. Very unfortunate. We're going to be removing Card of Safe Return for Tribute here. It's just the move. If you Nobleman this, then you also lose your Spies, which I'm a fan of. That's fine. That's not so bad. Well, actually, a free Spy is pretty annoying. It's extra annoying that this actually only effectively answers like 2 of our cards, and that was exactly... Oh, here comes Dawn. Okay, this sucks. Okay, and there's Mirror Force. I was kind of hoping he would hit Tribute to the Doomer card of Safe Return there, which is unfortunate. I don't think it bodes well that I'm asking my opponent to hit our supposed engine card. Okay. I think this is as good a time as any to talk about this deck. I think I possibly might have underestimated the problem that the revivals all being archetypal may have caused. We've been getting a lot of hands where we have Safe Return and a revival with not any monster that actually is relevant. Feels like there's so much setup involved in actually getting Safe Return to work. So, worth thinking about. Since I saw Pwib last game, I think Breaker's fine. Is this going to be Solemned? Yes. Very cool. This is one of those moments where, like, if we draw a zombie next turn, I'm going to be so sad if I do what I'm going to do. Set all doesn't seem great. Don't want to get heavied. What can we do? We can kill Zalug. We'll lose something. It'll put us down. We have Spy to block all day. They don't have a light yet. I think is in favor of drawing another revival. Especially if the revival is not Book of Life, because Book of Life is irrelevant. We do have Spy. I'm comfortable going for this. This might be the worst thing I've ever done, but we'll find out. I think we can claw our way back from this, especially with a knock in hand. Or not. Okay. I know, we've been facing some very untimely draws, but I'm not going to pretend like the deck isn't underperforming here. They can't all be zingers. I certainly tried. I think there might be some way that this could work. Or maybe it's just sort of doomed to be this inconsistent mess. Alright, now we get the timely pot. Oh, and there's Rite of Spirit. Just in time. Come on. Come on, man. There's Chief. Chief. I'm going for it. I'm going for it, alright? We're gonna go for it. So, summon Chief. Activate Chief. Get back Spy and attack. Snatch Spy. Fuck. Why? And I even played the Snatch before it happened. Oh my god. You know what? There was no reason not to go for it there. But we just told them we had Snatch, basically. So, we definitely lose. Like, we could have stolen the win if we didn't do that. But we did do that. Because I am a stupid, stupid woman. Okay. Well, there's Spirit Reaper. Ain't nothing. Now you have to do a thing. Well, we got rid of its own answer. He is playing 2 Mind Control. He's gonna figure out after this game Mind Control's not good, I suppose. So next game's gonna be harder if we survive. Reaper's a good one, though. Okay. Alright, we win to a lot of draws. Monster. Any monster. Any monster? Any monster. That also works. Alright, now I'm the lucker. I admit it, I am become the lucker. But we have another shot. Another chance at life. Okay. Game 3, Dust Tornado not as good anymore. Rite of Spirit. I forgot I took out the Rite of Spirit when I made that card a safe return decision. But I guess it wasn't relevant in the first place. So we'll go back. This is for all the marbles. That's a lie. Okay. We got the beef hand. But we do have Graceful to fix it. But I found that usually when you depend on Graceful to fix your all-monster hand, you draw 3 monsters. Oh, we also have 2 Spy. So this is just really all around not what we want to see. That's better. Oh, wow. Okay. This has just felt very GOAT format, like in our games of just like... Most of these matches have just been one player drawing a lot better than the other. I feel like the only matchup where there's like really super duper misplay... Oh, wow, that's actually pretty good. The only matchup where there was like super duper misplay, it felt like, was the one where I set a bunch into heavy and then solemned early. That was dumb of me, and I admit my mistake. 2 Book of Life is sweet. I just really hope that's not a Spy. Which is exactly what someone who's about to get hit with a Spy says. I'm going to get rid of Gravekeeper's Guard just in case he is still playing the Mind Control. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, getting back Upstart. We like to see that. This is good position, of course. Okay, you know what? I can't complain. We got Pot Graceful. We got Book of Life. If this doesn't get banished, basically, we're in a pretty tight spot. You can keep getting rid of lights. Okay, he's got his own Graceful. It is possible he's just going to draw straight past us and chaos us here, and everything's going to be over. Getting back... If he gets back Spy, that's a sign we're dead. No. Okay, that's reassuring-ish, but not really. We're still... Okay. Okay. Just when you thought you were drawing better than Turbo. Wow. This is like the second time I've recorded footage that's so painfully bad I've almost not posted it. Actually, that's a lie. The last one I didn't post. It was very bad. But sometimes just every game is like this. because you cannot predict the dueling book ladder. No, you cannot. So sometimes you see these and you face great misfortune. Okay. That actually was like the best thing that could have happened. Is that bad to say that that was the best thing that could have happened to us? Okay. So we're going to Book of Life. We're going to banish Assailant to avoid loops. And we're going to summon Turtle. You're going to attack. And we're going to eat a ring. All well and good. We will just do it next turn again. Going to set Reaper to force a discard. There's T-Drag. We're probably dead. So, I think another important takeaway here is that both Gravekeeper and Zombies usually have other tools to actually handle Turbo. Again, I've played, both Gravekeeper, Warrior, and Zombie before at competitive level, and both of those, I wasn't necessarily using the monsters as my tool to kill the opponent. It was more a matter of, Necro Valley for Gravekeeper Warrior, also the Warrior tools and such. That's not so bad. And then for Zombies, we had the Skill Drain, and we had we have Nobleman, but we also have Dust Shoot. Skill Drain and Dust Shoot. And so this deck forgoes those to play a bunch of random revivals and Card of Safe Return. So, when you really think about it, this is kind of bound to happen as it's happening. And then we're literally banishing one Dark Short that it can still Chaos us. Which is unfortunate. And we don't, here's the thing. If we had Cocky and we had Skill Drain, I've talked about this before. That's a very good position. But where we're at right now is precarious, we'll say. Precarious. We didn't normal summon. I'm going to set Spy so we don't just die. I see a reality where we win this. But it'll be luck. It won't really be this deck performing. Won't be a matter of skill. We also did already use Pot Grace, and we're barely keeping up. Which is not really fair to say, because they went Upstart, Pot Grace, Thunder Dragon. Their deck could not be more thin. Okay. There's Snatcheroony. And they, know that both of the Book of Lives are gone. Wow, that hurts. I was just fantasizing about possibly destroying that Snatch. That might have been our way out. That is promising. Yes, keep taking damage. It's basically all we have left. Now, it's probably just Ring. But you also have another Draw Engine online. Oh, none of this is good against our own Cocky. Yo, we were so close. That feels bad. It's funny, because if after all this, we did draw the ring, that would have been it. But, I don't know, that wouldn't have been worth much, really. So, I don't know. This deck isn't the all-star I was hoping it to be. It seems like it is for a meta far past. It certainly can put on an aggressive presence, but I think other decks are just way better at disrupting monsters. I don't think the whole Revival Card of Safe Return engine has the consistency it needs. But I still wanted to showcase this deck off. I hope you enjoyed it, nonetheless. And we are just going to ride this out and call it a day. There's the ring. Can we do it? Can we have the Pride Ring? We're going to go for right. We're just going to do whatever we can to make him think that we have another play. If we can somehow get an early Solemn, I will be very happy. Chief? Do you Chief? I Chief. I don't actually Chief, but I do Gravekeeper's Chief. Let's attack here. Okay, that was an answer to ring. That was an answer to ring. Let's see what they got. Let's cook it a goo. Course. All right, and that's a wrap. Good game, Billie Eilish. That's been Cardiff Safe Return. It's still bad. So sorry to crush your dreams. I hope you enjoyed nonetheless. Be sure to like and subscribe because I'm still cooking plenty more things in the lab. I've got so many decks I've been working on. I got so many decks people have shown me that I'd like to showcase. Not all of them are going to be great, and that's okay. I just want to test out concepts and really put out results, but I'm never really going to lie to you. There's a lot of channels out there that want to pretend like everything they do is completely busted and McBroken. I'm usually pretty selective on what I showcase because I want to make sure they have results first. But when you have a chance to test out card to safe return, you got to do it. So I want to say that the lesson of today is that this card really demands a little more of a consistency than we have available in this deck. There are better special summons from the graveyard available in later eras, certainly in 2007, for example, that really let this deck reliably draw you cards that draw more revivals in a way that this deck still is kind of awkwardly teetering around. You notice we very rarely got Rite of Spirit, Gravekeeper Spy, and Card of Safe Return all at the same time, or Book of Life, Spirit Reaper, or some other zombie, and Card of Safe Return at the same time. It's just too slim. So the uptick in revivals doesn't actually meaningfully translate into extra card draw. Absolutely worth testing. Worth noting there were a lot of BLS sacks in there, and the deck probably performs a little better than this most of the time. So you noticed a lot of times that we didn't really get Rite of Spirit, a Gravekeeper, and Card of Safe Return at the same time, and then we didn't get Pyramid Turtle or some other zombie plus Book of Life plus Card of Safe Return at the same time. The one game where we got the double Safe Return, we had to call the Haunted Dust Tornado, and also you can just probably Dust Tornado the Card of Safe Return. Don't quote me on this. I think it's possible that if the Card of Safe Return is destroyed on activation, then on resolution, you don't get to draw the card. We'll look into that. I'll put a link in the description for the ruling. But in any case, it's all very fragile and not very consistent in a way that later eras and later decks would have a better time with more revivals available that would eventually get this card banned. But it very much doesn't need any sort of hit in this format because it just doesn't have the consistency to work. It's kind of a deck-building trap almost, one I have fallen for and one I am letting you jump over or sidestep by seeing this video. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment if you want to see anything else. I have been listening to the surveys. I do have plans for some of the videos that I mentioned in there, and I hope you have a lovely day.